greetings.
So we're gonna go and hear some of the lore walking stories.
Tread lightly.
So this is gonna be quite exciting because we're gonna get to learn about Xal'atath, the Ethereals who are gonna be in the new update with the new raid, which is very exciting, and also the Lich King. What has the Lich King got to do with this? Why are we learning his backstory? The Lich King was in the Wrath of the Lich King, which was out quite a while ago, a few years ago. That was the big expansion, that was amazing. But yeah, we're going to learn about all these guys because it will be quite relevant again soon, I believe. And also Xal'atath, we know who she is. And you get a cool toy from learning this. We're going to begin with Xal'atath.
Wait until you are desperate. They offer solutions you cannot afford to refuse. When the Burning Legion returned to our world, it was a desperate situation indeed. The heroes of Azeroth sought to arm themselves with the greatest weapons ever forged. Among these was Xal'atath, the blade of the Black Empire. A high priest searched far and wide for the blade. Now listen closely to my tale. The high priest's search brought them to Tiraspol Glades, where they met with a Lancer Fowl.
I've been working with Mora Thurison to infiltrate the Twilight's Hammer cult. Twilight Hammer? We've learned of an ancient and powerful old god relic, a blade used at various points in history to wreak havoc. Moira's double agent informs us a new leader is rising and plans to cement his ascension using his weapon in an unholy ritual. You must find him, stop the ritual, and seize the artifact.
Let us get to work.
So we have to find clues.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Slaghammer's notes, the new leader. Praise be to the new leader, wants the hand to the Twilight Father, the Shadow Deacon has decided now is the time to regain our past glory. While the Twilight Father left to serve Deathwing, the Shadow Deacon maintained his role as a bishop in Stormwind. He continued infiltration and recruitment efforts there for some time until the fall of Deathwing and the Twilight Father. He then ordered what was left of our organization to go quiet and allow our foes their temporary victory. But then he found it, or perhaps it found him, the Black Blade.
I do not have a target.
Slaghammer's note. Xal'atath, the blade of the Black Empire. The Shadow Deacon was a cautious and calculating master, preferring the scenery, the secrecy of the shadows to direct action. Ever since he found the blade, his entire demeanor has changed. Arrogant, commanding, audacious. He now favors a bold plan to restore power to the Twilight's Hammer. The blade is called Xal'atath. It has come from an age before most of our races existed. We only have the scrawlings of previous holders to go from. While it is mostly ravings of those that lack the will to wield the blade, many of them say the same things. They speak of the Black Empire, of a time when our true masters ruled all of Azeroth. Massive sacrifices, living buildings filled with void energies. Sometimes we can hear the Shadow Deacon speaking to someone in his tent. He has mentioned the glory of the Black Empire as well. towers fall. We have finished setting up a small base as per the Deacon's orders.
The High
He is
Priest
driven so
learned
sure.
The Shadow Deacon, the new leader
Who is
of
speaking?
the Twilight
Oh, it's
Hammer,
Lorewalker Cho.
found the Black Blade. Xal'atath changed him. He became obsessed with the Black Empire. The High Priest already knew of Xal'atath through their allies in Netherlight Temple. Moira Tharizan had an agent infiltrate the cult.
Continuing on. I'll just start from the start actually. We have finished setting up a small base as per the Deacon's orders. He is driven, so sure that this is the proper path of the Twilight's Hammer. We will be visible to our enemies, but he believes it is worth the risk. There is some sort of broken seal leading to a complex beneath the lake. The lake itself looks like it suffered a titanic explosion thousands of years ago. Somehow the Shadow Deacon knew of this location and knows that a sea thoraxy died here. Do you know what that is? His plan is bold, and he will use the Black Blade to resurrect this ancient being and restore the Twilight's Hammer to its pinnacle. Tomorrow I go and command the forces holding the upper area. He has already dampened the wards and is preparing to enter the new lower area. Something like that. A secret tunnel. I love secret underwater tunnels. They're so cool.
Excellent. I was expecting him, but I don't think you were.
What? You traitor!
I need to target something first.
Moira said, I'm Slaghammer, paying my family's debt by hanging out with these buggers. Let me take down this barrier. The Shadow Deacon's already below, starting his ritual. To get there, we'll need to do a bit of work. If you have any questions, let me know. But we best hurry. These buggers are suppressing Tyr's wards, so the Deacon can do his work below. We need to take them down. Start by dispelling the wards.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target.
Flesh spawn. Gross.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
Destroy that creature before it kills us!
I need to target something first.
The path to the prison should be open. Well, if it ain't me old friend, we'd be doing the world a favor ridden into this body.
I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
But it wouldn't
I need
get
to
too
target
close.
something first. I do not have a target.
Yes, the blade is right. I am unstoppable. Once Sakaj lives again, I will hold dominion over this world. Our old leaders chose to work with pawns. I choose the real power!
This is no good.
Defend me, Blade! You said this would work!
require a target. I do not have a target.
You think to stop? With this weapon, I can do anything. Anything! This shouldn't be happening. Why aren't you protecting me?
Weak and pitiful. The Twilight Father did not dare wield me, for he knew the price of failure.
Give me another
So
chance.
that's Xal'atath.
No!
You, on the other hand, yes, I foresee us doing great things together. Take hold of my haft and I will aid you. For now.
Isn't that what you said to the guy that just died there? We've got the blade! Blade of the Black Empire. What does this mean, Hemi?
Yes, we are eager to feast on the fallen Titan's minions. But first, Zakash. The cultists may try to stir him again, or he could awaken on his own. We must
Can't believe we're
consume
using the
this
bleed.
to ensure his
Xal'atath!
well-being.
No!
You know this must be done.
This ends the first chapter of our tale. Xal'atath was a constant whispering presence in the High Priest's minds.
How does today find you? Every good story needs
At
a
this
hero.
point, the High Priest continued their battle against the Legion, with Xal'atath at their side.
In the final battle, Sargeras plunged his blade, flowing with poison, into Azeroth.
So here we're going to actually learn a bit about
Xal'atath was
the
one
Burning
of
Legion.
many weapons
A
whose
lengthy
powers
tale,
were
but suffice to
used
say,
nullify
the Burning
soul.
Legion is a horde of
She
demons
was weak,
from another world, bent upon our
but
utter
not
destruction.
for long.
They are what led the fallen titan Sargeras, a cosmic creature so powerful that it is difficult to imagine. The Legion has invaded our world several times, but this tale focuses on their third invasion. So we're gonna watch this.
Tread lightly.
Watch it, or maybe, yeah, basically, trailer.
My son, a terrible darkness has returned to our world. As before, it seeks to annihilate everything that we hold dear. I go to face it, knowing I may not return.
They're coming! They're coming back!
All my life I have lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn, and watched brave heroes die in vain. It's been difficult for me to trust after losing so much. But from you, I have learned patience, tolerance, and faith.
That was Sylvanas we have seen a second ago. Also, how good does this trailer look?
Open fire! Anduin, I now believe, as you do, that peace is the noblest aspiration. But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight. For Azeroth!
For Azeroth! Legion was so cool. Wow. So insane.
Greetings.
So you can learn all about the old gods. Should we? Should we learn about the old gods? The old gods, brr, they're terrifying entities, said to have been sent from the void to corrupt this world long ago. They ruled over Azeroth. Their combined domains were known as the Black Empire. One of these entities, Y'Shaarj, was said to have been defeated by the Titan Aman'Thul. In ripping Y'Shaarj from Azeroth, Aman'Thul damaged the world. Thus the outer old gods, were sealed away rather than removed. They did not wish to damage Azeroth further. Ah, my old friend, of all the old gods, this creature chills my bones the most. Once known as the Beast of the Seven Heads, Y'Shaarj was one of the old gods that fell to Aman'Thul so long ago. As the Titan ripped Y'Shaarj from Azeroth, it is said that the old god breathed out one last terrible breath. The breath manifested the seven Sha that plagued Pandaria. Anger, hatred, violence, fear, doubt, despair, and pride. Was there any hope for my homeland when it loomed beneath such shadow? The answer, of course, was yes, and the champions of Azeroth rose to the challenge, and the last vestiges of that terrible monster were at last destroyed. Thun was a terrible entity of madness and chaos that was imprisoned within the city of An-Quraj in Sithilis. Although dormant, he surged into action when disturbed by the Night Elves. This led to the War of the Shifting Sand, in which the Kaldori and the Dragonkin united to fight back. I don't want to attempt to say his name again because I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Great Scarab Wall was erected to keep the old god contained. Of course, the gates of An-Quraj were opened again centuries later, but champions of the world fought and successfully defeated the old god in the end. Yogg-Saron was a most devious entity indeed. Imprisoned in the depths of Ulduar by the Titans, his reach was still inescapable. His blood ran through the entire continent of Northrend, crystallizing into a mineral, sarnite. With the blood came the old god's whispers, and many fell to Yogg-Saron's machinations, including a warden of his prison, the keeper, Logan. Yogg-Saron caused Logan to turn on his own kind and bring down the rest of the old god's wardens within. Thankfully, champions of our world defeated Yogg-Saron in due time. So that's the three old gods, I guess. Twilight's Hammer is an insidious cult that worships the old gods and seeks to bring about the end of the world. It has many worn faces over the years, but its purpose has never wavered, and each time we seem to root the Twilight's Hammer out, it only twists its way into another form, in another place.
Netherlight Temple was the grand hall where priests gathered. There, the High Priest heard his
It's amazing we're actually getting all this lore. Xal'atath often spoke directly to the mind of the High Priest.
Naru speak of the eternal conflict? That the entire history of your world is but a fraction of the time that has passed? Of those that came before the Draenei? No?
Jade Serpent guide you.
I know.
While wandering the world, the High Priest once heard Xal'atath whisper this.
It is ironic that the weakest.
You have done well, mortals.
So those are Titans.
We must gather our strength. Return home, children of Azeroth.
Illidan, we've done all
That's
we
Ilden's
can.
brother. Not Sildon, in case you didn't know.
Choice. Every sacrifice has led me to this moment. To face him once again.
You are not coming with us.
The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Did you not see this fate, prophet?
Fate. Our survival was never in fate's hands. Light be with you, Illidan Stormwraith.
Brother, your crusade is over!
So that's the big guy that stabbed the sword into Sithilus.
At last.
How does today find you?
So, I'm gonna play the movie where he's telling us more about how the artifact weapons were used to cleanse the poison from the sword of Sargeras in Xal'atath. So that's the sword we just seen stabbed into Sithilus by Sargeras.
Farewell. Tread lightly.
The sword of Sargeras is poisoning the very lifeblood of the world. The only vessels capable of containing that kind of power are the mighty weapons you wield. Raise them up as one. Draw out the corruption from the Dark Titan's blade. Together, champions, for Azeroth!
open. Always be learning. Jade Serpent guide you. Every good story needs a hero.
Now only a blade of little power, Xal'atath was not idle in the aftermath of Legion invasion. Tensions between the Horde and the Alliance erupted into the Fourth War. Xal'atath took advantage of many forces at play in the war, in the gambit to restore her power.
After the Legion was defeated, Azeroth erupted into the Fourth War. In the midst of the chaos, Xal'atath made her next move. Here, Xal'atath came before the High Priest once more, with promises of power.
The whispers are faint but grow louder as you hold the blade in your hand. So weak. Need. Blood. Souls. The voice trails up. You can still sense the dagger urging you on. It is a familiar sensation.
Strength failing. I need blood. Souls.
I'm out of range. I require a target.
Ah, much better. How cruel of you to leave me in such a state. But we can reminisce later. No doubt you have many questions, as you know I can offer countless answers. The servants of N'Zoth prepare for their master's return. They intend to conjure a scouring storm to wash away all unbelievers. Their particular ritual will invoke... The particular ritual they will invoke requires 3 ancient artifacts. One of void, one of storm, and one of ocean. Even now I hear the void relic calling me. It is being empowered or corrupted, I'm not sure which. I see it upon the cliff overlooking a vast sea. Come, priest, we can find much better use for such a prize.
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Xal'atath. Such a waste of potential. It pleases me that we have a chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite. We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I. Magnificent things.
I cannot use that. I do not have a target.
Does she actually think she can break open the stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time, I would enjoy watching her fail. Yes. Yes! It's been so long since I took a mortal form. This body is pleasing, don't you think? Once again, you prove deserving of my admiration. Such a worthy champion.
A change of pace can be invigorating, huh? I High Priest.
Such magnificence awaits us.
I sense another relic, a trident lost to the depths. It calls to me, High Priest. Do you hear it too?
Did the
I
High
guess it
Priest
does.
foresee the consequences of their actions here? Regardless, they traveled to Freehold. Mishi can help us get there safely.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Captain.
Treasure! I got the trident.
So many possibilities. Open your mind.
My strength grows, I can see it clearly now. The third relic we seek, the crown known as the Tempest Collar.
The time
Xal'atath required one final artifact from the High Priest. Shall Mishi move us along?
it is no for which the rest of our paths. You are meant to find me.
I do not have a target.
A grand destiny lies before us. Surely you sense it as well as I. But enough musing. Make your way to the shores of Vol'dun. That is where the third prize awaits.
Totana.
I need to target something first.
Tell me what you want.
The relics are ours, as it was meant to be. There is but one more step needed for the great truths to be revealed. The Naga sought to summon their storm from a place that echoes with ancient power. Though this site has had countless names over the edges, you mortals know it as the Precipice of Oblivion. I will go on ahead and begin preparations. Join me there.
The pieces were falling into place. Only one task remained. Let us have Mishi hasten the journey. Xal'atath often whispered to the High Priest about the old gods and their Black Empire. We have fought countless wars against them as they seek to turn our world to void. Finally, Xal'atath was the only one who remained. He was waiting patiently for his moment to strike from an unexpected collaborator.
Oh, we're getting the
A
things
weapon
ready.
Forged in the depths.
What evils are we calling forth upon us?
A crown for the ruler of all worlds. Hear me, God of the Deep. I have brought you the Opener, the bringer of truth, the torch that lights the way. Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
Go. But the blade must remain to serve my will.
A fair exchange. Shadows guide you, my dear friend.
Oh,
We will meet again.
she has betrayed us
I
yet
am
again.
certain of it.
I have dreamed your destiny, mortal. The hour is close at hand. That which was sunken shall rise. All that was sleeping shall be awakened. Receive my gift and see all truths before you.
Eat from the blade and took a mortal form. Her past remained a mystery. But we Lorewalkers are never satisfied with an incomplete story. Every good story needs a hero.
Many years ago, a stone tablet from Strong Songs Valley made its way to my library. It took years to break the cipher and translate the fragments of the runes etched into it. I will tell you what we pieced together. A tale of yet more treachery.
Tread this tablet is a record of a battle from long ago, when the Black Empire ruled all. The old gods sent all of their forces to Nyarlathotep to counter an unexpected attack from Xal'atath.
Come forward, chosen. Xal'atath seeks to usurp the Masters. Lord N'Zoth will not tolerate this betrayal. Listen well.
Lord N'Zoth calls now upon his brethren to aid in Xal'atath's defeat. You have been chosen to make the way for them to arrive.
Go forth with N'Zoth's gifts of power. Your mission is too important for you to fail, minion.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target. I do not have a target. I require a target.
Oh my goodness, no!
I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
Yogg Saron, there he is, in the flesh. These castles are crazy looking. This place is actually really cool. Where are we right now? No idea. But it's very cool. No!
Listen well.
I'm out of range. Too far away.
Xal'atath underestimates us. Her attempts to distract us have failed. Even we will work together.
I'm out of range.
Faced with such blatant betrayal.
I have no doubt Lord Xal'atath could defeat this Xal'atath without the aid of his brethren, if only she had not infiltrated us so. They are ready. The lords hold Xal'atath within the keep. You are the pebble to trigger the avalanche to the power, to end Xal'atath.
This creature,
Let's
Xal'atath,
do it.
is not like Lord Xal'atath and his kin. She does not appreciate their power or our Black Empire. Show her the error of her ways.
Look at them all down there. That's so cool. All the gods.
Of the Black Empire, but the very darkness that embraced you. As punishment for your craven self eternally sealed, you shall only watch this world as it gains untold power without you. You shall never lay claim to it.
Eternally pathetic. You are mere pestilence, parading as lords. This is not the end of the game, only the beginning. And I have all eternity to play.
The last desperate cries of one who has witnessed the inevitable.
But that was not all Xal'atath said. The tablet states she whispered in a voice
The offer stands. You need only reach out and claim it.
This was how Xal'atath became the blade of the Black Empire eons ago. I fear this raises more questions than it answers. What is Xal'atath? Is she related to the old gods? What does she ultimately intend to achieve? Although Xal'atath's origins remain a mystery, her actions have brought harm to everyone. Perhaps that is all one needs to know in order to oppose her. Farewell.
What did Xal'atath's last word mean to N'Zoth? Did she foresee their future collaboration?
I thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
Well, what did you guys think of Xal'atath's lore? Quite haunting and disturbing. With roots of evil. My goodness, she is quite the character. And her story isn't even over yet. We are yet to discover and unravel her plans. But yeah, very interesting indeed. Very interesting. It's like she's been having these plans for so long, but they go so deep that it's quite scary. And before we end this video, I just want to give a massive shout out to my awesome Loot Goblin Guild members, Bailey and Pancakes and Hammers. You guys are awesome and I really appreciate your support on the channel. So thank you very much guys. Thank you for watching my video and I'll see you again real soon. Farewell.